Hello YouTube, Scan for Wolf here. I'm back again in my usual setup, my usual background over here. And we're going to be taking a look at the pickups that I've done all weekend, throughout the weekend from December 3rd to 5th. December 5th. So without further ado, let's begin. Now, fair warning, I do have one unfortunate thing about one of the pickups, so we'll do that first before we get to everything else. I did pick up Santana's album Abraxas, which you can see right here, and I also have another Santana album as well. I'll just show this to you here. But the unfortunate thing about it is not only, when we open it up, that there is no hinge on the here, but it's a completely different Santana album. In fact, there is another disc in here, but it's somewhere else because I put it somewhere else. But this is Santana's self-titled album that's in here. And there was another Santana album. I'll go pull that out right now. It was Santana's Greatest Hits. So I did see Santana's Greatest Hits at this book sale that I was at, which is the same one that I was at a couple of weeks ago. But, I just assumed there was no disc in there, so I just threw it in the box that was down below. But, in fact, this disc was a part of it. And also, as you can see, you probably can't even see this well. It's all scratched and stuff, so probably not even worth playing or anything like that. I don't really play my CDs as much, but I just keep them for the archival purposes or whatever. So that's that. But also, this Santana one. Let's see if this is anybody scratched up or anything. No, not really. It's just like that. I've rarely come across the problem where I get a CD and there's a different CD in the case. That's happened a couple times, but I very rarely come across that problem. So I was thinking, okay, this is Abraxas that's going to be in here, but it wasn't. So I would like to get a copy of all of the albums that ended up in this instead of the actual album Abraxas right here. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for that. Let's set that aside for now. And now we can get to the main event, which is the actual pickups that weren't sabotaged by anything. So, we're just going to do some quick organizing and then we'll get right to it. I'm going to split this up into sections here. One is the Christmas albums because I bought a ton of Christmas albums here. So, yeah, that's going to be pretty exciting, to say the least. Two is going to be general releases, which are not Christmas album related or Christmas related or anything. And there's about 7 in here. And the third section is going to be the stuff that I just got today through Amazon. So, there you go. So, let's get started. First up, we're going to do the Christmas section. And there is a massive amount of Christmas stuff. This is probably the pickups that I did on Friday is probably the most CDs that I've ever got in a collection. I got 20 of them. And this is 13 or so. That's in the Christmas category here. Oh, I think it's 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then, yeah, so it's 12 Christmas CDs, 8 general releases, including that Santana and Abraxas that I showed. And then these 3 are going to be the ones that I got on Amazon. So let's not waste any time. Let's get right to it. So first up, we got Neil Diamond's Christmas album here. Christmas album. The Christmas album. You couldn't come up with anything more creative than that, right? But besides that, I was collecting some Neil Diamond stuff, so I guess this is cool. And then that's the disc. Stuff like that in the back cover. In the back of the little booklet here. So yeah, this is Neil Diamond's Christmas album. Nice to add some Neil Diamond to the collection. And I also forgot to say there's some DVDs down there, so that I also got at the sale. So we'll be looking at those as well. But anyway, on to the next one. This is my first album from this band. This is Trans-Siberian Orchestra with Christmas Eve and Other Stories. Yeah, this is my first album from this band. I don't plan to get a lot of this band material, but I do know they are a Christmas band. We usually see their stuff around Christmas time, so whatever. So, Trans-Siberian Orchestra. So I do think this is interesting. Yeah, yeah, that's nice. Trans-Siberian Orchestra, Christmas Eve and Other Stories. Um, yeah, I do have like three other Christmas albums that I've bought over the years, but I've never bought like a ton of them like this. So anyway, on to the next one. This is the Carpenters' Christmas album, Christmas Portrait, and I think this is a classic. I think my mom had this and stuff, so I saw it there. I was like, oh, why not? I'll pick it up for myself. Christmas Portrait. Look at that. This is the most Christmas, the most Christmassy looking artwork you can possibly imagine on this thing. But these are pretty Christmassy. Yeah, yeah, it's like Santa Claus with a little elf. Like, that's so Christmas. And the art style and stuff. Like, look at that. Like, yeah, it looks cool. So yeah, Carpenter's Christmas Portrait. Very good. The special digital version, 70 continuous minutes of the season's best with Karen and Richard Carpenter. Of course, Karen Carpenter, rest in peace. Richard Carpenter is whatever. But I have to learn more about the Carpenters because I know Karen Carpenter died. I don't know about Richard Carpenter, so I don't know a lot about the Carpenters. But I know that this is good. So yeah. Next up, we have some random Christmas compilation here. Some Coca-Cola thing, Santa's Holiday Cheer. I saw it was by Coca-Cola, and I'm like, oh yeah, shoot, I'll get this. There's nothing much to it. It's just a Christmas compilation with stuff. People singing Christmas songs, like Louis Armstrong is on this. The Cranberry Singers. Not a lot of people I know about because I think they're like older artists and stuff, but it's still good for the collection. Christmas is a very pivotal holiday and a very pivotal music holiday as well. So yeah, this is that Coca-Cola thing. Santa's Holiday Cheer. Next up, this is my first album from this band. It's another Christmas themed band, Mannheim Steamroller, and a Fresh Air Christmas. This is pretty cool. American Gramophone or whatever. That's the record label that this is on. You know, it's pretty nice here. Look at that. That's very simple spine artwork there. And then the back goes like this. It doesn't go like this. It's like, yeah, this. And even though there's some Christmas songs that I don't really like that much, Little Drummer Boy is an example. I'm not a big fan of that song. You know, it's still very good to own Christmas albums and stuff for the club because, you know, why not? Christmas is a very important part of everybody's life. The only downside is there's some scratches on the disc that I'm looking at, but there doesn't seem like it'll affect the if I play this, which is available, but whatever. Mannheim Steamroller, Fresh Air Christmas. Next up is another random compilation of stuff. It doesn't even say who the artists are. It just says like the song titles or whatever. This is some Home for the Holidays thing, traditional Christmas favorites. This one is a perfect example of I just got it because it was there. That's what it is. Home for the Holidays. And look, on the back, doesn't even say the artist, it just says maybe it's instrumental, I don't really know. So yeah, it's as simple as you can get. Like it's not even a booklet, it's just a piece of paper. Like underneath. You can see that. It's just blank, and then there's like a little look at that. It's a piece of paper on it. But it's still pretty cool to have. Like even if these are really interesting though, because I wonder how many people actually have these. They're still around. It's just some random thing, but whatever. Home for the holidays, traditional Christmas favorites. That's all. Next up, we have something that's actually more familiar. We have Kenny G. This is his second holiday album ever. Or first or second. This came out in '94. I Have Faith, and this one is Miracles. And let me take a look real quick to see. I Have Faith. Let me see when this came out. Yeah, so Miracles was before Faith, a holiday album. This is Miracles, the holiday album here that I have here. This was released first. My mistake. Spine, and then that's the back. And like I said before, I'm not ashamed to admit that I like Kenny G a little bit. It was jazz music and stuff. I do like a little bit of jazz over there. I'm not super huge into the genre, but I do like it. So yeah, that's Miracles, the holiday album. Just yet another holiday album for this. This one's really weird though. Like this NBC Celebrity Christmas thing over here that we got over here. I'll just show you like the back and everything. This is like from the people from the sitcoms and stuff and the shows that are on NBC at the time, 2000, like singing Christmas songs and stuff, like Will and Grace, and like Just Shoot Me, Frasier, ER, like Megan Mullally, Martin Sheen is on it, Jane French, Marie Osmond, who's the co-founder of the Children's Miracle Network, which is, I think this is a charity thing because it says, well, let me just show you this thing. Here's the disc, and then here's like something about a portion of the proceeds go to benefit the Children's Miracle Network, and whoever this is, Marie Osmond helped co-found it, so whatever. But like, it's interesting. It's even Jay Leno, like the Tonight Show with Jay Leno, who ends the album with "Twas the Night Before Christmas." That's interesting. So I thought this was a very cool piece of history here. This thing. Let me show it again proper. Like that. Yeah. So this is a pretty interesting piece of history that I figured, hey, why not get? Because it's Christmas time, and I feel generous or whatever. So yeah. Because NBC in the 2000s, like the early 2000s, were pretty good and stuff, even though I was younger. So yeah, this weird NBC Celebrity Christmas thing. Next, we have a compilation with Frank Sinatra and Bing Crosby. Sinatra Crosby Christmas. And of course, these two both are, I think, masters in the Christmas, like older Christmas stuff. Like especially Bing Crosby because he has tons and tons of stuff that's Christmas related. I think he was even in a Christmas movie. No, he definitely was because I know that. And it's just some compilation that they made with these artists or whatever. Like I don't know if I'll deep dive into both artists, like Frank Sinatra and maybe Bing Crosby. Like maybe like, I have a Frank Sinatra compilation, but that's just like general songs basically. This is like a holiday themed one, so these are iconic artists, and if you're any kind of music fan, you definitely should have at least one of these two guys' albums. These are super big on music. So anyway, we have three left in the Christmas category. This is another random thing here. A very special Christmas. This is a compilation with many different artists, including the Pointer Sisters, Eurythmics, Whitney Houston, Bruce Springsteen, which I showed in the last video that I got Bruce Springsteen, the Pretenders, John Cougar Mellencamp, Sting, Run DMC, U2, Madonna, Bob Seger, Brian Adams, Bon Jovi, Alison Moyer, and Stevie Nicks. Fleet. I think she's in Fleetwood Mac. I'm not sure, but this could make a dunce out of myself. But I'm not going to do that. So that's the track list. This is interesting. It's nice to have some pop artists, even though I'm not big on pop. I'm not really big on Whitney Houston or Madonna, really, but just one that collection. That's pretty cool. So yeah, a very special Christmas. I'm big on U2 and Bruce Springsteen and Sting and Bon Jovi. So I'd have to collect more of the artists that are on here, but whatever. So it's a very special Christmas. We have another one of these compilations, but this time it's older. Looks like it's older. It's come out in '87. It says, "We wish you a Merry Christmas." Various artists. And you can see the artists right here that are featured on here. Some of these I probably don't know. People like Glenn Campbell and Bing Crosby, which we just mentioned. The Beach Boys, Peggy Lee, who's in the 50s and stuff like that. She was in Lady and the Tramp, of course. And all these other artists. And so, this thing is kind of weird. It's like reversed. So, couldn't go the right way. And I'll see the back of it, which is very simple. You know, these are precious. These are very precious, I think. These simple ones. And it has like a message about the compact disc digital audio system on. I think it's just another one where it's just a piece of paper, but it's how to maintain the discs. So, any of you millennials and Gen X or Gen Z or whatever, like, want to collect CDs, like, this is how to take care of your CD. You get a CD, so, yeah, whatever. Yeah. This is a nice thing here. We wish you a Merry Christmas. I also like the cover, like those cookies on it. I actually use this as a thumbnail, so that's something. So whatever. We wish you a Merry Christmas, and we got one more, and of course, we got Bing Crosby here. We have White Christmas. I think I have a vinyl from my grandpa's house. But we were cleaning up this house, and I have a vinyl of some White Christmas thing that he did. But I think this might be a re-release. I'm not sure. That's the strong track list. And then it's just a little brochure. And then we got this. So that's the disc and stuff like that. Bing Crosby, White Christmas. Yeah. So that's it for the Christmas stuff. I'm going to set this down right here. And we also have 7 of these general albums, not Christmas albums. So I'm going to show those right now. This is my second album from Bob Dylan that I'm going to be showing off here. This is Desire. Nice to have some old Bob Dylan in the collection. You know, because Bob Dylan's like still going after all these years. It's a insane. Bob Dylan Desire. It's a disc. And the back is basically the same as the back of the booklet is basically the same as the back here. I don't remember what you call these for a second. The end label or whatever. The inlay, back of the inlay, that's the booklet. So, yeah, Bob Dylan, Desire, very good. Next up, we have a single from U2, Mysterious Ways. This is just some single for it. That song, probably one of U2's big hits. Nothing much to it, it's just, a single. With remixes and stuff, which I probably don't really care about that much. But, it's a collector's piece, so why not? YouTube with Mysterious Ways, all kinds of stuff and that. And here's my first album from Peter Gabriel, who was the lead vocalist for Genesis during their original era with albums like Foxtrot and stuff. This is a self-titled album. I think he has a couple more self-titled albums. I'm not sure. I remember looking it up and seeing that. So yeah, but it's nice to have Peter Gabriel stuff, solo stuff, as well as Phil Collins stuff. So yeah, I don't know about the guy who fronted Genesis from the Calling All Stations album or whatever, but if he has solo stuff. But like I know, obviously Peter Gabriel and Phil Collins have solo stuff, so that's cool. And again, there's the same message about how to maintain your discs and stuff, how it works and stuff like that. Same one that was on that disc I showed earlier. So Peter Gabriel, self-titled, one of the self-titled albums, I guess. Whatever. I gotta be crazy, but whatever. Next up is John Mellencamp or John Cougar Mellencamp. Scarecrow. This is my first John Mellencamp. I don't really plan on getting a ton of his stuff, but I figured why not? Since all 20 was like $2, of course, because they have 10 for $1, so I bought 20. So $2 is not that bad of a deal, and I like the spinal look on this. And the back cover, which I think is the same exact picture that they used for the front cover. So, John Cougar Mellencamp. It's talking about the highway between John's house. Where this album is dedicated to Spec Mellencamp, who passed away. Rest in peace to whoever that is. Whoever that is. Rest in peace to her. She's been dead for or he or she has been dead for a while. I don't know much. But anyway. That's nice. Stuff here. John Cougar Mellencamp, Scarecrow. Next up is a compilation from Moby songs 1993 to 1998. Yeah, I figured why not again. So that's basically what it looks like. Interested, so yeah. It also uses a white little disc holder thing and a disc tray, not a black one, so that's something. Moby Songs 1993 to 1998. Next up we have a Santana one. The Santana one that actually came in good condition. That wasn't like with other Santana albums. This one, of course, everybody knows this album I'm about to show here. Supernatural. This is when he made a huge resurgence back into the spotlight with, of course, the dude from Matchbox 20, Rob Thomas. Smooth. Everybody knows that song. Everybody knows Maria Maria as well. But probably if you have any cognizance of the late 90s, early 2000s and stuff, there's also Everlast, Dave Matthews and stuff. Eagle Eye Cherry, Eric Clapton, good stuff. Supernatural. Let me show the disc. Let's look at the disc. Looks like, I could plan on getting more of his stuff. Because Santana has it. Whoever this Santana, Carlos Santana, has an interesting career. Stuff. I don't know. I've shown the back of it, but whatever. He was like a big name in the 60s, and then he resurged back with this album. So that's interesting. So it's Supernatural by Santana. And the final one in the category of the stuff, general stuff, is Zebrahead, Wasted Time. This is more like punk, I think, because the band members on the back look like they came from a punk band. I think it is punk, or pop punk or something. So yeah, take that out. Ford Benson production credit, if you can see that. And there you go with that. Let's see your head wasted mine. Yeah, I think this is their debut. I could be wrong, but yeah, Zebrahead, Wasted Mind. So anyway, that's it for general releases. And we're going to get to the ones that I just got today. So they're all new releases. So that's something. So anyway, the first one here is Cyberplanets, new album. Iridescent, definitely good. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, we got the back cover here. Then the inside of this book, Iridescent. This is all three of the ones that I got are going to be high up on my list this year on the best of list. So that's cool. That's the booklet. Clear sheet. And then this is the disc. Very nice stuff. Sorry about that. Iridescent by Silent Planet. Next up, the new Whitechapel album, which I thought was really good. Really good. It's growing on me, and I really like it. So it's Kid. This album, very good. Here's the spine here. And then here's the back. And then here's the disc. And the booklet on this was like kind of hard to take out because it comes out really weird. Yeah, that's the booklet here. Canned by Whitechapel. I think this might be their best album. I'm not sure because I'm not super huge on Whitechapel yet, but I can definitely say that this is the best. People would disagree on me with that, but I don't really care. But this album is awesome. Whitechapel, Kid. And finally, for CDs, we have the new Obscura album, which we listen to on stream. We also listen to Silent Planets album on stream. And Obscura, Veiled Diction. This is my first Obscura album. It's also my first Silent Planet album as well. But anyway, yeah, Veiled Diction, awesome. Valediction. I don't I don't exactly know how to pronounce that word, so like correct me if I'm wrong. Because I really kind of don't. I'm just saying a valediction. Valediction. I'll go look it up later. See how you actually pronounce it. But anyway, that's disc and stuff. Yeah, I'm interested in getting more into this band. Actually, I know they have a couple of They have like 5 or so albums, and I'm gonna try to get them. That's a Valediction by Obscura, and that's it for the CD portion of this video. Now, I did say earlier that I picked up some DVDs as well, and we're gonna show those real quick before we actually end this. We can go on for 28 minutes. This one is another music-related one. It also comes with the CD. It's just Incubus, Look Alive. I don't know what this is all about, but it has, I think it's like a concert or something. Because here's a track list, and here, like, it's surprisingly they don't have Drive on here, which is crazy. But anyway, here is what the CD and DVD looks like. So I think it's a CD and a DVD. This was made when they had the album Light Grenades. So I'll just show the rest of it. Even though there's not much, it's just blank on the back. But Incubus, Look Alive. I have to research this more to figure out what this actually is. But anyway. Now for some movies, actual movies on here. I have The Hurt Locker, which won Best Picture 2010 over Avatar. Another Catherine Bigelow movie. I have Zero Dark 30 already, so that's interesting. And here's the disc. And next up, after the Hurt Locker, next up, because it's Christmas, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Definitely an important movie for Christmas and stuff like that. There we go. This came out, 2003. This came out in 2003. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I thought that would be a very interesting pickup for this video. So, yeah. And finally, we have Terminator: Rise of the Machines. I don't really think that this is the most highly regarded Terminator movie. That would be Judgment Day, but I didn't want to get Judgment Day first, but I did find this, so I guess this holds it up, I guess. And then this is a 2-disc set, so it did my work for me. So that's the disc 2, and if we do this, it's disc 1. And there's like promotional stuff in here. I won't show too much of it, but it's showing like tons of like Terminator related, Arnold Schwarzenegger related stuff. Like there's this ad in here about pumping iron or something. I think that's one of his movies. And it has all kinds of stuff in here, which is like, this is what it looks like. And then like it has like Terminator 3 gear, you get this stuff, and your game, and you get other movies. They're advertising Batman and Robin on here, which is kind of funny. But and then the other booklet in here is just like a scene selection stuff. Make out that for what it's worth. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then like the bonus features and stuff like that. So anyway, that's pretty much it for this long video. I know it wasn't that long, but it was long, so let me know in the comment section down below what you thought of today's pickups that I showed in this video, and also what you think of any of the bands or movies or whatever. So let me know down there below in the comment section down below. I will be back at you with more videos soon, so keep an eye out for that. This is Scamp the Wolf signing out. Take care.